Hi, my name is Eric, and today we're going to be taking a look at DealerSocket's digital retailing solution called Precise Price. I'm here on a demo DealerFire website, though it's important to note that Precise Price can be implemented on any of the major website providers in our industry. So let's take a look at a Tahoe. So let's jump in here first by presenting available manufacturer offers. This is up to the dealer, specifically on new cars, to show OEM offers first, or you can switch to this interface, which will have the basic deal structuring terms. So you can see also, as I adjust my credit score, notice that the term lengths and interest rates change based on the credit tier that the customer self-selects. So you'll notice these programs are the same as the ones that are advertised by the manufacturer. Those can be configured by the dealer to be any interest rates they want, or we can automatically configure them to the captive lender. So let's just do some basic deal configuration here with, say a little more than 10% down, and that will move us to a trade appraisal workflow. This is actually one of the tool's newest features. We've implemented 2 new integrations that will make it very easy for a customer to enter their trade-in information. So I have 2 options here. I can either start to type the vehicle that the customer owns, and it will auto-populate some options here, making it really easy to complete. So I can enter that, and then it just asks me how many miles I have. But my favorite, and I think most convenient, is the ability to simply enter in your license plate number and state, and we'll do a VIN lookup based on the plate, which is really nifty. A lot of people don't know, might not know the year of their vehicle if they bought it used or something like that, but they can very easily find their own license plate. So let's do that one. And then from there, it's going to ask me, condition of the vehicle and if I have a payoff amount. At that point, it's just going to tell me, hey, this is the vehicle we found from your license plate. Here's what it's worth. Here's what you owe. I didn't enter in a payoff amount, so it's going to give me net trade-in value and apply that to the deal. Obviously, if I entered in a payoff amount, it would reduce the net trade-in value, apply that to the deal, and it would also showcase a trade-in tax credit if that's available and explain the advantages to the customer of trading in to a dealership as opposed to selling person to person if a trade-in tax credit is available in that state. Another important note about our trade-in experience is that dealers do have the opportunity to configure a holdback amount or percentage to apply to all deals in case they'd like to reserve some wiggle room in negotiations. From there, we'll get to the discounts and savings screen. This is going to show dealer discounts, cash offers, and then any conditional offers that a customer might be eligible for. You can select those and start to tweak your deal. At any point during the process, a sales rep or a representative of the dealership would be able to add further deal-specific discounts, which I'll show you here. I can just type in my username and password to log into the back end and add a discount right from within the application and give this customer an extra $850 off that expires, next weekend. I'll add that discount. So again, this can be added at any point during the workflow. Obviously, we just started this. We haven't actually submitted any customer information at this point, but if a customer were to submit their information with the kind of sticker price of this vehicle, a sales rep can go back into the deal, add that discount, and when they do, it will actually notify the customer automatically that the discount has been applied. Now we'll go to the taxes and fees screen. This is really just kind of disclosure as to what fees are going to be applied, some descriptions as to what those are, what the tax is on the vehicle, and if there's a trade-in tax credit will also be reflected on that screen. Now we get into the back-end protections. So here I have a 67 cent per month, but that's only going to cover me for 12 months. If I'm interested in, 48 months, 60,000 miles, I can do that, and it'll dynamically adjust the price of that protection to give me more information as to what that is. I can also click into more details to find things like my deductible and descriptions that are all configurable by the dealer, but come preloaded to make it a very turnkey addition to the retail suite. So yeah, I'll add that maintenance contract to my deal, and now I will go ahead and review. You can see all of the deal summary here and click on any of these bits to go back to that portion of the workflow and make any adjustments if necessary. And now we'll just save the deal with a sample email, fake phone number, and save. Now we get to the test drive section. One of the cool features about Precise Price is the integrated delivery test drives feature that gives dealerships a lot of opportunities to create a very kind of red carpet experience for customers, so that for particular vehicles that dealers are willing to deliver for test drives and within a tolerable delivery radius that is set by the dealer, you can deliver vehicles to customers. So here I can just type in, we're using Google Maps autocomplete API services to be able to populate addresses with just a few keystrokes. I can even enter things like, a gate code or don't ring the doorbell, baby sleeping, something like this. And then I'll select a date and time that would be best for me to have the vehicle delivered to me for a test drive. And that kind of concludes the front end work. Now we'll move on to the back end of the experience, what a dealer would see. All right, so I've opened this opportunity. You can see the name and contact information that I entered here, as well as information about my vehicle of interest. I can also see information about their trade and how that's populated in here. If you want to see more information about the deal and everything that was configured by the customer, you can do so here. You recall when I talked about the deal-specific discount that I entered in the middle of that deal and mentioned that after the fact, a sales rep could do so. You can do so simply by going into the work notes of the opportunity, clicking this link. That will pop open the same deal and allow the salesperson to go in and add that discount. The software is going to ask you to confirm the appointment. And so to do that, to make a record of it, it will ask you, what did you do? Did you talk to the customer, leave a message, etc.? There's different ways that you can respond. You can do so through email, log a call. My favorite of which is using another product called Socket Talk within the Dealer Socket suite of products. If the customer has left a mobile number, which we did when we submitted this, then we are able to just text them as we would any sort of chat, and the customer will receive a text from their sales rep, and you can communicate that way, and it'll log all that communication in the notes. More about the deal structuring, you would go to Desk My Deal. So one of the things I didn't mention at the onset of the demonstration was kind of one of the unique value propositions of Precise Price and its integrations with the Dealer Socket desking product. And that is, instead of structuring a deal with a calculation engine inside of the website application and then pushing that into the CRM, a bunch of data that is then used to desk a deal in whatever other software, the desking tool will create the write-up as the customer is. So whatever is structured in Precise Price on the website will also be structured in desking. So this write-up already exists. I'm not rekeying any of this information. Certainly some of it could be massaged or changed, but all of it's already here. You can see my finance payment is exactly what I saw online, and all of the information from the term length, the interest rate, the lender, the rebates, the maintenance contract that I added, it's all synced up in here as you would expect. Now from here, the finance manager can either complete this and push to the DMS, and depending on how much work has already been done by the customer, we can send them a full credit application to determine their credit worthiness. And we can also play with different options for the customer. And then I can share that worksheet with the customer. So now I've copied a link to my clipboard. So here we've got the Tahoe. This is what the customer would see, the logo of the dealership, their contact information for their sales rep, whatever note that I typed into that worksheet. And then I'm going to come down here and see in the worksheet the payments that are available to me. And if I hit submit, I can say, what about whatever? And this will kind of facilitate a back and forth opportunity between the customer and the dealer if they're still working remotely. So that is a brief, albeit end-to-end workflow example of how a customer can structure a deal online, and a dealer can very efficiently finalize those deal details to get the customer driving home in a new vehicle.